he likes Persona.
Yeah,
I
I'm surprised you're surprised that he likes it. He bought like the $100 vinyl of it.
I know. I mean, does it seem like some shit that he'd really be into like that though? Like that's what I'm saying. Like it just seems like left field. I don't know. He doesn't really like punk and shit, and it's like it definitely got influences of punk in a lot of the songs.
There's some influences of it, but I wouldn't really call them super punky. He's just like, I know he doesn't really like punk or like rap or hip hop in particular, but he's mostly into like prog and prog.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's like, I don't know. I don't know. It absolutely is punk, though. I mean, if you go to Japan and listen to any punk bands, it's like, yeah, they kind of don't sound any different than the shit here in Persona 5. It doesn't sound like American punk music, but
the carrier
definitely
ship that
sounds
was sent
like
to
what you would hear in
resupply has come
Japan.
under attack.
Britpunk.
It's currently being engaged by a swarm of machines.
Britpunk's really
I've
fucking
asked
simple.
all your
It's just
troops in the
dirty
city ruins
ass
for
fucking
assistance.
lo-fi
And
shit.
I'll need you to
Like,
provide backup as well.
I don't know.
I'm sending flight units
Japanese
and
punk's
coordinates
very,
now.
very fucking
Good
different
luck.
from fucking American punk. Like, there's some things that are similar, but not a lot of overlap, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot more, like, closer to what you hear in, like, Persona 5, so, I mean,
slave driver.
Yeah, it is punk, but, I mean, if you don't
she
consider
didn't order
it punk,
others
I guess,
around,
like,
what kind of
depending on
leader
where
would she
you're
be?
from. Yeah, I understand that.
If you say so.
Because let me put it this way, even a punk band in Japan will sit there and fucking throw in like metal style solos in their songs, you know, just for the sake of doing it, just because they don't really care. Like, I don't know, and like also like I don't know, it's super anime. Like, it's a super, like, dude, I'll say this, it's classier, it's a classy-ass sounding anime soundtrack, but it definitely isn't out of place. Like, let me put it this way, you couldn't take Persona's music and not put it in the fucking opening of like, an anime intro and not fucking get the same effect, you know what I'm saying? Like, you would totally be like, oh, willpower, though?
I think a lot of him liking that soundtrack is that he likes anime, too, though, so...
Oh yeah, I mean he likes some of them. Like I know he likes like Psychopaths and stuff like that. I know he's really into Psychopaths. Yeah, he was actually the one that recommended it to me.
Oh, dude, Psychopaths is fucking great. Well, the first season's really good. The second one's okay, and maybe he's like, yeah.
I don't know. Like, yeah, Psychopaths or whatever. Fuck it, he's into that. I don't know. I can't remember if he was into any of the Gundam series. Maybe Wing, but I don't know. I think him and I had our conversation about Wing and how it's like heavy-handed on the politics, kind of faux politics kind of shit. But I kind of like, but we've talked about like other series in it. Like I've talked to him about MS Team and stuff like that.
We've come under
He
heavy
hasn't seen
fire
that
from the
one
enemy.
himself, but he was like,
Our
oh, okay,
escort ship
cool,
has
I'll
taken
go
damage
check
and
that
is
one
unable
out.
to engage. We're currently resisting with all remaining
What
support
other
fighters,
animes
but
he
we can't
likes?
hold them off for long.
I mean, he likes bebop.
I repeat, this is Carrier Blue Ridge 2.
I don't think he ever really got into Dragon Ball much.
Android forces.
He likes One Punch Man.
I'm not a fan of that shit. But, yeah,
Oh, I am. I think it's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, once they've done the same fucking joke a million times. Yeah. I get it.
I still like it. Say what you will.
Oh man, spoiler alert.
I mean, most of this season, Saitama hasn't done shit. It's been about all the other characters.
Well, I mean, how else are you gonna go about not making it like a redundant sequel, or like a season, you know? We've already seen what this nigga could do for 12 fucking episodes. I think the only I think what I'll say this is somebody that is sitting there seeing what they're doing. I think that was the right call to make. Focus on other characters and see how they react to Saitama, because I mean you already fucking know what he does. Dude's a fucking literally a meme. So I think One Punch Man should have just been one of those things that you make it once and then don't fucking make it again. I don't know, because you don't really, it's like one of them series, like, I mean, do you really need more Cowboy Bebop episodes or Trigun episodes, you know what I'm saying?
No, but
Like,
if they made them, I'd watch them.
Reverting back to area recon. Wait,
yes and no. You don't know how they're going to fucking play out, though. You know what I'm saying? Is it going to be written the same? Is the style the same? Is the animation the same? You know, is if the music wasn't the same, you wouldn't give a fuck. Like, basically, they would have to bring back every person that fucking, like, worked on the original shit in order to make it feel and be worth, like, people's time, because otherwise you're just
Man, you're really critical
shit.
on a lot of things, Brandon.
Because, dude, these fucking things have been around for a long time. You can't just fucking just sit there and just, like, reboot them into something it's not, dude. Some things are better left dead, man.
Not even that, it's just like the joke of like what
It's freaking huge.
what is it, you know, fucking One Punch Man is.
Dude, that shit's fucking, I mean, it was fine. Like, I loved the animation on the first season and stuff, but I was like, really, another fucking season, dude? Why? Why?
Can throw it on a streaming platform. There we go.
Crap. It's blocking
Well,
close range attacks with the MP
No,
blast.
it just gives me
saw it for the first.
gives me shit to watch when I'm laying down in bed.
Shit.
You think I give it? It's not like I care about what goes on in the plot of it. I just
Command has
watch it
decided
to
stage
fucking
a
kill
direct
time.
satellite laser strike on the hostile.
Hey
We
man,
need
I'm
you
just
to
saying,
destroy
you
the
might not
enemy
defend this
EMP
shit,
generator
but
so
like
we can lock
plot wise
onto
and
the
stuff, but I know
target.
people that are
EMP
very
generator?
invested in
Sending
like the
the
story in
coordinates to
that.
your
I'm
map
like,
now.
Really?
really? Yes.
Why?
EMP generator
It's just
target.
entertainment. That's all it
fucking
is.
ask them. You go ask them, dude.
Destroy the generator quickly.
Oh, look at it like
That's
it's got
just
some
kinda like,
fucking
wait,
stellar
what?
plot. It's like I just enjoy it for the entertainment of like me laying in bed and watching something that isn't like high school drama.
I could care less for that shit. Like, high school, like, fucking was it the slice of life, like, fucking tip anime trope stuff?
Yeah, because that's what a ton of that shit is. And it's like I might find something I want to watch every once in a while. But it's like, goddamn, like.
Modern anime is pretty bad, dude.
Go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Or
most of
I
them
mean,
are pretty bad. Why do you think
just-
niggas praise shit like Naruto and Bleach? Because they are vastly different from everything else that just gets pumped out by the fuck. But like,
Dorara or
they're not
whatever, like sees a cat phantom on a motorcycle.
If this thing reaches land, we're screwed.
Affirmative.
because let me put it this way. One of the very few reboots that actually series revivals that I actually liked and actually worked, because the original series was just like not set up to be like this thing that ends or keeps going on. FLCL.
Holy cool, I never
Like,
watched that.
I mean, FLCL still fucking feels exactly like it did all those years ago. Like, it's just some random ass bullshit. Now that, to me, like, I mean, yeah, I can totally turn my brain off, Robert, and fucking just enjoy shit as entertainment. That's one of them. But, like, that's one of those things where I'm saying, like, that shit, when it ended, like, all those years ago, almost like a decade and a half ago, dude, it didn't end on, like, a cliffhanger necessarily. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just kind of ends. And, like, none of the episodes really had, like, this crazy, crazy sense of continuity either. Like, there are some things that carried over between episodes, but for the most part, each episode kind of stuck out as it is. And, like, FLCO has always been described by people as more of an experience than actually, like, being a really good show or anything. Or, like, being even consistent or making any sense. So, like, it works as a reboot, is what I'm saying. Like, when they brought it back,
Wow, this thing is
episodes.
forced me to take damage because there were projectiles coming at me and then it went into a cutscene. And things still kept hitting me. Like, you know, it pans how the camera goes from when it's like a horizontal shooter to
Oh, come on!
well, no, when it goes from like
Is that an
horizontal shooter and it pans over to
electromagnetic
the other
barrier
style,
over its
like
body?
the kind of almost like twin stick 3D shooter.
You know, just top-down style, yeah.
Having
I
trouble
feel like
over
a lot of
there?
angles for the battles in this game are kind
Are
of
you
weird
Yorha?
for the shmup sections.
Hunter Squadron deploying out of
Yeah,
North
it's not that
12th
bad
Fleet
because the
Defense
controls are
HQ.
consistent.
I'm the commanding
Yeah.
officer, 4B.
It's just the
Don't worry,
transition
we'll take it from here.
angle to angle is a little rough, but everything else plays fine. It's just when it transitions, it's kind
Chubby,
of
let's leave this
can be a
area to
little
the
cheap.
reinforcements. I have an idea. You and I should meet up at the spot I just marked.
I mean, I could see that. I mean, at the same time, I'm kind of like, well, bullet patterns ain't shit because you can cut them down.
Yeah, that's not it. I'm saying the transition from
No, I know what you're
yeah,
saying. I'm just saying. I'm
and
simply saying though. This like, there's ways. Like, there's certain things like around things though. Like,
yeah, I'm saying something I could have dodged though if I were still in that horizontal screen when it was fired at me, and when it went into letterbox and transitioned over, I took damage from 3 huge like fucking bullets or
but if unless it like
shielding in the
fully takes
world won't
away
help
control
against
from you though,
close-range
you can
mortar
actually
fire.
sit there and just mash
Got it.
even R2
I'll
and
help
just
aid.
like dodge it, and it gives you iframes. Like I said, the controls don't change between like you being on foot and like you being in the mech. Really, like you can act like pod still use it. It has the same button and everything. Melee still works the same. Dodge works the same. But I know what you're saying.
yeah. Now we're firing this big ass cannon
This
at
thing's
it.
armor is too thick. We need more firepower.
2B, let's try for a more direct approach.
Direct? Oh, right.
That's right. Lay down some fire in its stupid mouth.
I mean, shit. You think I'm bad with it being? You think I'm being very critical right now? You should have fucking heard me when Dragon Ball Super first started airing, dude. That shit like was not up to par with what fucking Dragon Ball Z was doing.
What
Animation-wise.
about when they made Kai in like the late 2000s?
Kai was not bad. That was just an abridged version of it. Like, I mean, that's who cares? It's a re-release for not you, but for people that never watched it, which is everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, not everybody grew up with Toonami. Like, that makes sense. Super, dude, the animation quality was a fucking joke, dude. Like, and it made sense because they hired a bunch of fucking students, basically. Like, you know, new blood to fucking work on Dragon Ball Super with, you know, supervision from old heads that's worked on Dragon Ball. But I'm surprised. Let me put it this way, Robert. The animation was so fucking bad in the original version of Dragon Ball Super, like the first several, like maybe even the first 2 seasons. The DVD releases look completely different. Like they went back and redid those episodes for the DVD releases.
It was designed to help annihilate
Like
the
redrew
androids,
parts.
but it wound up going out
Huge
of control.
chunks of the episode because it
I
looked
was plugged
that
into the
fucking
machine's
bad.
network when it happened, so I remember it. The moment it reached land, we went to
Like,
and began
that,
attacking
dude,
everything.
they never even
Hold
did that
on.
shit for it.
No one could figure out how it
Sorry, I'm
stopped.
in like a really
We
like I'm at
eventually
the
marooned it deep in the ocean, but it
more
seems
difficult
to be
part of the
searching
boss
for a
fight.
way back. Huh.
Hey, 2B, I think I have another idea. You keep that thing right where it is, okay?
What?
Please, 2B, this is gonna work.
and I'm streaming it so I can see what it's like because he's questioning on buying the game, and this is a pretty good part to show him like how the game, different play styles of the game.
2B, I'm going to see if we can use
They
those
have
missiles
demo.
back on the shore.
Yeah.
But I
Alright.
need you to destroy the EMP
Alright.
unit on that thing's back.
He doesn't
Otherwise,
fucking
they're just
do
going to go
demos.
off
He just
course.
fucking buys it.
Whatever, man.
You know.
You, I guess, and waste of fucking money on some shit you may or may not like, but I don't know. If there's a game with demos, which rarely ever happens, especially for a game as good as NierAutomata, I've just played the demo. It's funny because
I told him to just
motherfuckers
wait for the
cry.
Days of Play sale to come out tomorrow or something. So I think that's when it starts.
I mean, how you gonna be like? I mean, how you gonna be like, yo, man? It's like they need I don't get why they don't do demos anymore. I don't know, cause y'all niggas don't download them.
Yeah, I never do.
So, yeah, I don't know why people.
I mean, I
complain
have
about
for the
having to bury
Capcom
their
ones, but
grave. I'm just saying that don't cry that you were told that you're gonna be buried. But this is the plot that you had to dig up, and this is gonna be your grave.
I have for the Capcom ones, but then there's the ones like where it's like you pretty much have to download the entire game file and then you unlock it by purchasing it. I don't really get those.
But those are rare though, man. Like most games don't even do that. And like I said, it all comes back down to the fact that they don't even bother releasing demos
Yeah.
most of the time. I mean, I get like, you know, some companies like smaller indie titles and stuff not getting them, but I mean, you know, Guilty Gear, dude, did you see that fucking demo?
For which
when
one?
they had it for Plus?
No.
The demo for Guilty Gear when they had it for Plus a while back for like people to just try out. Dude, they had the entire fucking roster on there, dude, and like every mode active. Basically, it was everything but like story mode and like.
Did they do that for
pretty much
Tetris Worlds
everything.
recently, or whatever came out?
Well, hold on, dude. I'm saying that they had basically the full game, without like, but it was timed. It was just a timed demo though, like, you know. You could only play it for an X amount, like a week or something like that, but you could play the whole fucking game, dude.
So hard to control.
Like,
Alert.
how often does that happen?
A collision at
You know what I'm saying?
is not recommended.
Well aware,
Almost
thank you.
never. I mean, fuck, man. FromSoft could have even given out a few demos here and there for some games.
They could have for Sekiro.
I mean, not really. Sekiro would be the one that probably would be the least likely to get a demo, considering they put their foot in everybody's ass at this point. Like they've made themselves known at this point, you know.
Party for the missing Yorha
But
members at
Activision
once.
definitely could have muscled money to make one happen. But I don't think like they were really needing to do that, because at this point it's like every game has become more successful than the next one. So it's like it's not like you're not gonna get people to buy Sekiro kind of thing, no matter how different it is. Because people are just always excited to see new FromSoft shit at this point. Like, they've made their name known with Dark Souls, man, for sure. As much as I might not have, like, been crazy about 2, and I might have felt like 3 was a little bittersweet, like, those games sold really well, and they're still really well-made games, so, for the most part. Well, I won't say 2, but 3 is, so.
Things never seemed to turn out.
Oh my god. Back.
They told him he was unwanted. They abandoned him in the deep, dark ocean. And from the cold at the bottom of the sea, he cried out.
I mean, fuck, Gravity Rush could have benefited from getting a demo.
Mother.
Yeah.
Mother.
Days Gone probably could have benefited from getting a demo. God of War probably could have benefited from getting a demo.
Like
I mean, God of War was
fine.
gonna fucking... Yeah, God of War was gonna do fine anyway, because it's fucking God of
Well,
War.
Days
but,
Gone might have benefited, or it could have made it worse.
But I'm gonna give you... But I'll say this, God of War was also risky.
Assigned to 2B.
This
But-
is Tactical Support Unit Pod 153.
Yeah, it's weird because it's
assigned
like,
to
I'm saying
9S.
that, like, the most safe game ever made, like, where it's, like, literally so derivative of every other game. Like, you know, I always say God of War basically influenced the industry, whereas Norse God is influenced by the industry.
Yeah.
And, like, but the thing is, I absolutely think God of War, like, yeah, it would have sold well anyway, but my point being is, you took this franchise in such a huge different direction that it wasn't gonna gel with everybody. I mean, look at the fact that Nick's literally loved this series since the beginning, and he just does not like this game at all. Like, he's
Well, it turned
never
into
gonna
a
play it again.
cinematic hack and slash, like... Well, not even cinematic hack and slash. They turned it into a fucking soul... And, like, half
No,
of,
it's
like...
casual born, dog. It's
Yeah.
casual born.
Exactly.
And it's like, I mean, with RPG elements, well, the RPG elements don't even, like, they're actually a skill cap. Like, what I'm saying is, like, they don't even let you, like, really even fight shit for real if you don't have the right gear for it. I mean, the Valkyrie fights literally exacerbate that issue. Like, they literally prove that. Like, you actually have to like, from what I've seen of, like, the fights that my buddy showed me, you pretty much, it just basically comes down to your equipment. It doesn't have anything.
That's why I didn't finish fighting them all. I felt like 2 and was like, oh, I don't feel like grinding and slowly deplete your health world to grind out and get some gear to upgrade my gear. I was like, yeah, cool. I beat what I wanted to beat in the game, which was most of the side missions and the main story. Would have been nice if I had more bosses.
So you pretty much can validate and verify what I'm saying is fucking correct. Am I wrong? like it's the
like,
game gatekeeps.
It's like, instead of having great, like, epic boss fights like God of War games fucking have, they're like, well, we gave you 3 different bosses. And then the rest are, well, there's also a training boss. And the rest are just variants of, they're just elemental variants.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but I really don't see, like, God of War as being necessarily the most guaranteed, the Norse god specifically being the guaranteed success to where back to the whole argument of, like, they should have had a demo for the fucking game, because, like, I'm sorry, niggas wanted a power fantasy, dude. And that game, while it provided that, well, it provided it, but not to the extent of, I don't know, what God of War 3 did, where you're literally on the back of Gaia fighting, like, all these fucking gods and all this crazy shit is happening around you. Like, it's a
and then you
huge
get new God of War
dude.
and you just fight different fucking Draugr.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like the set piece and spectacle moments, like, they're not there. And if there are there, they're nowhere near on the level of, like, what the older games provided. So, like,
the older games are so over the top too and awesome, and it's like this is just kind of drab. It's like if you took God of War and threw
grounded
and you threw a Gears of War filter on it, and God, I can't even say God of.
Just say Norse God. Just say Norse God.
I was because I can't say Gears of War because God of War. And I can't say Gears of Kratos.
Gears has actually renamed itself.
Hmm?
The next Gears isn't Gears of War is not even called Gears of War. It's just called Gears. Gears 5. Like, they just dropped the whole God of War or the GOW thing.
War part.
Yeah, because they didn't want to confuse it with God of War anymore. It was causing brain confusion, so they just call it Gears because fans call it Gears. But I think that's a terrible fucking thing to just be like, yeah, we're just gonna call this game series Gears. But whatever, they can do whatever they want. But yeah, I'm just saying, like, it's just one of them things where I'm like, I feel like that was risky even with the fans, because not everybody that played God of War was looking to play a Bloodborne Souls game, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
And not everybody wanted to fucking play Dad Kratos either. I mean, can I just say this? How risky is it to fucking sell people on a goddamn escort game? I mean, people hate fucking escort missions, but they had to get the AI for Atreus right, otherwise that shit was not gonna work out. This nigga was doing some weird head shit. I don't even know what Corin's doing. He's over here fucking with him and Nala are getting into it, and I'm just like, yeah, well. Every once in a while, he's either trying to play or he's had enough of her shit.
I guess I'm about to fight Adam, maybe?
Actually, come to think of it, the only AAA game that I can even really think of, one of the few demos I downloaded in a while is Hitman, because they actually had them.
Yeah, they did do that.
And I'm very grateful for it, because I did not trust them after fucking Absolution, and dude, the demo absolutely was like, okay, it was reassuring that Hitman was back in form. It's very reassuring, so yeah, I'm glad they put out a demo for it, otherwise I probably wouldn't have fucking given a fuck.
The game just asked me, says, you think about how much you want to fuck 2B, aren't you? Or love. You know, it's a 4-letter word.
Well, I mean, it's censored, but I mean,
Four-letter word.
everybody looks for the most logical conclusion, which is fuck.
Love,
I'm pretty
need,
sure
like.
not even. I think he's trying to say kill.
Oh. Because he was trying to tell
Nobody
you to
ever thought
kill.
about that.
Yeah.
You want to kill 2B, huh? I don't know. People just think people are so swayed into the whole like, oh, he's got a boner for 2B, and Yoko Taro plays on that expectation that that's what players are thinking.
Well,
I
he
feel
was
like
talking about
because he
war and killing, so.
exactly,
And hatred.
exactly. So it's one of them things, dude. Yeah, he's not. Yeah, I don't. I'm not
Each
saying
of the machines
that's
treated
literally
their
what he's saying
treasures with
that you
great
want to kill
care.
2B or you want to fuck 2B. But I'm
One
saying
treasured family
you
above
should probably
all else.
question that a little bit more.
Another
I
treasured its
think it's a
older
lot
sibling.
deeper like question he's saying than what he's
Yeah.
actually
Another
like
treasured its own
inferring.
beauty.
So
But one more machine treasured something unique above all else. Hate.
because even 9S is kind of just like, wait, what? Like. He's taken aback by the fact that like somebody would even mention that he would kill her. So like, I don't know. I thought that would have been interesting because it's like obviously he's gonna be in like I don't know. I mean, the thing is, it's like they're still androids, so it's like even though they can probably grasp the concept of affection, does he really grasp what love is though?
Now, how do you unlock different
Still
outfits
fucking.
in this? Do you know?
You need. I mean, do you have the DLC?
9S.
No.
Then no, you're not getting any alternate costumes in that game.
Come on.
Okay.
Let's go home.
I mean, I'd get the DLC for it, though, if it has extra, like, missions and shit. Unless it's just
I mean,
cosmetic stuff.
I mean, it's just arena fights, and I mean, it's also like in-game content. So I mean, you're not
Oh,
gonna be able to play that now at all. Like you can try them, but you're not gonna do anything.
that's with, like, that's the one that has, like, the CEO boss battles and stuff, right?
Yep.
Where you need to be, like, level 80 or 90.
You need to be max level for that
Yeah.
if you want any chance of fucking beating that. I mean, like the CEO boss, he's actually the hardest boss in the game, apparently. So.
Proposal. Engage memory core diagnostics.
Yeah.
A single reply is sufficient for acknowledgement.
Fine.
Memory core diagnostics complete. No issues detected.
I mean, the costumes are cool, but I mean,
Proposal.
if you ain't
Engage
play
visual
fucking
sensor
Nier 1, they're
diagnostics.
kind of just
You
like
got it.
not just gonna fall on deaf ears.
Yeah.
Like, I
No
mean,
frame of reference. The having them doesn't really
you
make
literally
sense.
have no frame of reference. You're just like, okay, like whatever, new costumes. So it's kind of pointless.
I just like it without the bandages over the eyes.
Well, I mean, that's not gonna happen with the alternates either.
No.
Visual sensor diagnostics complete. No issues detected. All checks complete.
Took long enough. Don't you think it's overkill to perform a full data overhaul?
Unit 9S was seized by the enemy and placed in a non-controlled state for an extended period of time. There is a high probability of corruption by an enemy logic virus.
All right. Cram it. Anyway, I just gotta sync up with the bunker server and then I'm out of here, right?
Hey, leave her alone, man.
What was that?
Unknown.
Halt the data sync.
Alert. Data synchronization is mandatory for all Yorha units.
Yeah, I know that, but we just got some kind of weird noise. Halt the data sync for 2B as well.
Negro.
Let's figure out where that noise came from. Just to be sure, you know? Open a port to the server.
Yeah.
No time to examine everything. Better stick to the main data nodes.
Detected. Access log to Council of Humanity's lunar server.
What's a barrier doing here? Looks like records for supplies shipped to the moon.
Some
Strange.
shipping
There
records.
were a ton of empty containers. That's weird. Why would they do that?
Detected. Yorha unit storage records.
Okay.
What's the point of all this heavy security? All the black box data has been deleted, but it looks like everything else is here. Huh? A new port just opened.
Detected. Council of Humanity and Project Yorha Records Index. Alert. We are not authorized to access this data.
Man, this stuff is all wrong. I need to check this out too.
Use some red
An attack barrier? Really? Why the heck would they install one of those in this server?
sticks with glass.
This is his communication network.
Let's see. Looks like info about how the Council of Humanity was formed as part of Project Yorha. Wait, isn't that backwards?
After a long period of battles and adventures, the prophets spoke. Oh, grant me the mercy of the land. Oh, grant me the joy of the heavens. Release me from my yoke of iron. Thus shall our souls be.
What was that? Crap! Did they find me?
Negative. Emergency backup request from 2B.
Close the server connection and activate my body.
Affirmative.
Ah, 9S.
Operator? What happened?
We recently detected large numbers of machine lifeforms throughout the factory area. We received a support request from 2B soon thereafter, but have been unable to respond due to poor reception.
Alright, I'll try to gain access from the main terminal.
Becoming Scott's part. Requesting support from 2B in the factory.
Use of server administration room requested. Request granted. You may now use the device in this room.
Okay, good. 2B's black box signal is still up and running. These comms are all messed up. Guess I'll have to break into the other side.
I feel like I'm in the last few episodes of Evangelion on this part of the game.
What's up?
You know, like, so it feels like I'm in the last few episodes of Evangelion in this game right now.
Well, yeah.
Nice.
That's
Now I just have to
happened.
unlock the door where 2B is. If I want to reach 2B, I'll need to reach the factory's lower level. First. Look at all these broken machines. A few still look usable. Better send these coordinates to the bunker, just in case.
Everyone shall die and become gods.
A few still look usable. Better send these coordinates to the bunker, just in case.
Die will make us gods.
These niggas got me fucked up. This is hard. Oh, well, shit. I'm a big old box, not a fucking, not a dot. Did not dodge that.
Look at all these broken machines.
Oh. Fuck, man. I don't even know how I fucking managed to do it the first time around on PS3, dude. That shit was hard. Just gonna have to practice again.
Please shall become gods!
Gods, 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 gods.
Alright, if I can hack this elevator and get it running, I can get 2B and everyone in.
Man, I really hope R-Type Final 2 ends up being good, man. That fucking
2B! It's
last
me,
game was very
9S.
bittersweet, man.
When did that come out? Like
I hacked
04
into
or
this machine
something?
from the bunker. I'm controlling it. I'm gonna
Oh,
break
03
into this
maybe?
factory systems and get you out of here.
Appreciated.
It was PS2, wasn't
More.
it? Yeah.
It's been over
Another
15
security
fucking
escape
years since the last R-Type game, so curious to see how it ends up being. I hope it's good.
Alright, this hacking
Here we
segment's
go.
pretty fucking dope.
First door unlocked. 2B, keep going straight.
Will do.
Some Project Gestalt reports. That's about the previous game, isn't it?
Yep.
That's what it's called in Japan, right?
Well, I mean, Gestalt was actually what it's called here, or the
Okay.
Japanese version of the one that we got. They had two different versions. 360 got Gestalt. The PS3 version got Replicant. But they're both very much relevant. Like, both of those words are very much are relevant to the same thing. But you're not gonna get much out of it if you haven't played the first one. It's
Yeah.
like you'll
Door
get
two
what you
disabled.
need to out
The
of it.
door's
But
open. Keep
they ain't
moving.
gonna say shit.
All right.
I'll say this: unless you play the first game, none of those files are gonna mean much to you. Like, yeah, you get. Yeah, it explains to you a bunch of shit, but it's like that's supposed to be revelations you didn't have in the first game. You get what I'm saying? Like answers you didn't get in the first game, and it's like they're telling you and they're telling you some more in-depth shit about it, like in this game. Shit, This game makes just as much references to Drakengard 1 as it does fucking the first Nier. They're all important.
Was Drakengard 1 PS1 or was that like PS2?
So you start PS2. Man, if you really want to just understand the story without playing those
Wikipedia.
games, if you don't, no, not even fucking Wikipedia. That's just trash. Go to Clems's channel. I know for a fact that he probably can explain it to you. Everything that you want to know about like them games, because he fucking did like a couple parter thing like back when Automata first came out.
I could always just buy Nier and play it.
I mean, you can, but I mean, you're probably gonna have a hard fucking time going back to that game if you ain't never played it. You know what I'm saying? It's not Automata.
Yeah.
It's not. I mean, if you basically, I'm saying that you're probably too spoiled on Automata to actually appreciate it at this point, dude. Like, there's gonna be things you're gonna like about it, like the music and shit like that. But I mean, I can't promise you'll actually enjoy playing it. It's not even like it plays bad. It's just you're spoiled by fucking having Platinum's gameplay with it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Who made the first one? Platinum did, or made Nier. Did Platinum do that, or no?
Nope.
Alert.
Kavia did.
2B is currently engaging a machine life form of significant ability. Said machine is drawing electrical power from the factory itself. Proposal. Infiltrate the factory's mainframe and shut off the power.
9S, that Goliath we just encountered.
I got it. I've been keeping an eye on it. I'm gonna shut off power to the factory now.
Do it!
Factory system at 20% control. You have to hold out for me, 2B.
Shit.
Factory system at 50% control. Now we just have to do something about this core.
I checked out that blast in this game. I mean, it don't look bad, but
It looks like Slain.
I don't know. It's just like coming from the. When you said the dudes that made Overcooked, I was kind of excited, but then I was like, oh, they kind of just made another one of these games. Okay.
I just shut down the
Yeah, it's just weird seeing Team 17 doing it. Like, they made Worms
Well,
and
Team
Overcooked.
17 didn't.
Or I
Team
guess they're
17
publishing
didn't
it.
make Overcooked. They published it. That was like, yeah, the kids are. They're the ones that fucking actually made it. But Team 7 just publishes it. Team 7 doesn't make anything, dude. They just make Worms. That's it. They make Worms.
They
and
make Worms and
publish
then they remake Worms games that they've released in the past. Like Worms Armageddon. Hey, guess what?
After
Worms
a long
Armageddon 10
period
years
of
later.
battles and adventures,
I
the
mean,
prophet
personally, I was
spoke.
more of a fan of World
Grant me the
World
mercy
Party
of the
than I
land.
was
Grant me the joy of the heavens.
than I was of Armageddon, like the
Release me
follow-up
from
to
my
it.
yoke
Dude,
of
I had the
iron.
first Worms on
Thus
PC.
shall our souls
And
be
then
saved.
played and
Forever
I had
and
Worms 2 when I was younger.
Forever
I mean,
and ever.
Armageddon was good, but like, dude, World Party was like basically that, but better. Like, they basically just at that point
Those were the
refined
words I heard
fucking
in the
everything
moon
to a
server.
T.
But why?
Alert. 2B has defeated the Goliath-class heavy weapon unit.
Goddamn wrist bear.
Right. Okay, good.
I hope I don't have a fucking blood clot in there or something.
9S,
Commander.
I'm sorry. You're needed back at command.
Understood.
You left quite a trail when you accessed the main server.
That's what I wanted to speak with you about, Commander. I found records stating that the Council of Humanity was
God, I don't
established
even
as
want to see
part
what
of
my
Project
total time
Yorha,
looks like
but
when I
I'd always
load up
heard it
that
was the other
fucking
way
R-Type
around.
final
So did
file,
Yorha
man.
actually create the
It's probably in
Council
the
of
hundreds of
Humanity?
hours, man.
Oh, hold on.
Yes. We
What's up?
installed the Council of
I'm just
Humanity's
getting some
server
plot
on the
stuff right
surface
now.
of the moon.
But that means...
Mankind no longer exists.
That's
In truth,
funny. Fucking, I
humans never
forgot the
went to the
difficulty
moon at
levels
all.
on fucking
Any
final.
transmissions received from the moon
Fucking
are just dummy signals we set up in
baby,
advance.
kids, human,
The
Bido,
only
and
thing
R-Typer.
there is a small bit of data relating to the
The
human
lowest
genome.
difficulty is called baby, and the one right above it is
Humans
kids.
were already extinct when the aliens attacked. All the
I
details
hope they
are
bring
stored
that
on
back
this
for
memory
final
chip.
2, man, just
If
to
you
piss
want to look
people
at
off.
it, I won't
Oh
stop
man,
you.
just so I can finish this game, I gotta play it on the fucking kids difficulty.
You're just giving me this?
Okay. It's
But
like, yeah,
why?
you fucking child. Go play your fucking instant respawn
No
game.
one fights without
You're
a
not
reason.
get good game.
And we need a god worth dying for.
Trust me, I died so fucking much playing that fucking game for the hundreds of hours I spent on it, dude.
What path will you take?
Died so fucking
It's
much
up
just
to
trying to
you
learn
to
it.
decide.
This game's dark as shit.
But none of it's impossible because it's like R-Type, unlike other game, like shmups, it's all memorization based.
Why?
It's not reflex based
Why
very
did you
much.
have to die? It's not fair.
Just found out what I was
If anything,
pretty
the thing
sure
I'm most
was
curious
true in this
about
game.
What?
I'm like at a really key point of the game right now. That's what I was saying, like story wise. That's what I was like. I've got most of the volume turned up on that.
How do I tell 2B?
Just on like, oh yeah, all the humans were dead. We created the Project Humanity project.
That's not a revelation to me, but that's okay.
I didn't think it was a revelation.
It's
That's just...
I better get...
Well, it is a revelation though for that game, but it's not because like if you played the first game, you'd know that that's like a thing at the very beginning of the game. So, like I said, man, it ties into that first game in really weird ways. It's not like heavy-handed, like you absolutely need the fucking first game to follow what's going on in this game, but this game absolutely references that game a lot. Like, it is a sequel, but it doesn't make you feel like you can't understand what's going on in just this game alone, kind of thing. It's one of those kind of sequels. Like, you don't have, it's like Metal Gear Solid 3. You don't have to have played fucking 2 or 1 to fucking really understand what's going on in 3, but playing those games will really enrich your experience with that game because there's a lot of references to those games or things that set up for those games. You know? It's like, okay, cool, Sigit's, you know, DARPA chief, and Sigit, you know, like, yeah, they're the same fucking dude, and that's a big fucking deal, but that's only going to be a big deal if you played, like, the first game and the third game, you know? If you just play the third game, it's like, yeah, Sigit's a cool character, that's it. Like, you don't really think much of it about that.
I think I'm near the end of the game on this playthrough. Shit.
2B, you okay?
Alert. All communications are currently being jammed.
We better hurry.
Oh, this is tight. I'm flying into a planet from the fucking moon.
What?
Like from the base.
I didn't even hear what you said.
So this is tight. I'm flying to the planet from the moon.
Corn. Wow. Corn.
Goliath-class enemy sighted.
Where's 2B?
2B's black box signal detected nearby. She is likely engaged in combat.
You okay?
Good thing I landed that direct hit. Uh-oh.
You'll die. All of you are going to die.
You okay?
I'm fine. Let's take this bastard down.
Right.
That shit always creeps me out in R-Type, man.
What's that?
Just when fucking you're fighting all these biomechanical monsters and they still fucking explode into fleshy entrails and blood and shit.
Through all cybernetic
machines.
shit.
Well, dude, it's like H.R. Geiger style shit, like alien horror. Like, I mean, they just take over machines and fucking people and shit. And I don't know. That's one thing I kind of hope Final does. That would be cool. Like, actually see how the Fido fucking corrupts like wildlife and shit. Because like, you kind of get a taste of it. Like, you see what they do to machines. I'm actually curious if they can affect wildlife the same way or people. Because I think that would lead to some fucking horrifying shit. Because some of the stuff they put in here is like pretty weird.
What do we do?
A lot of weird fucking like, I don't know. You definitely fight like things that resemble genitalia and sperm and shit in this game a lot. I mean, one of the bosses, you literally enter its fucking vagina and kill it from the inside, like kill it from its womb. Like you go into its fucking vagina and fucking actually like kill everything inside of it. In the last level in fucking Final, one of the levels is like, well, there's 3 final levels. You can either pick Route A, B, or C. Route A, it's like, you go into like the Fido dimension, like their home world kind of, in a way, and like, in the background you see like this silhouette of like humans basically like fucking, like, yeah, it's just like, they're trying to replicate human life, like it's their understanding of how we are, you know what I'm saying? It's them studying us, so like it's pretty weird and surreal. It's like a liquid metal world.
Yeah.
I hope the power couple brings the fucking flame tracks though on this next game thing, because like, dude, they definitely composed some amazing music, so like I hope like they make Final 2 less boring sounding. Which is sad to say, man, like Yuki Uai literally composed some of my favorite fucking video game soundtracks, and she made a really boring soundtrack kind of for Final. Just ambient. Like dark electronica.
Old dark wave.
Yeah, like that kind of shit. It's just like real dark. dark wave, trance, like nice mix of both.
I'm interested to see how the soundtrack for Death Stranding is, because I like kind of like the vaporwave music kind of style that I've heard so far, like the heavy synth.
Yeah. I don't know, part of me feels like he's gonna probably resort to that like that kind of shit. I hope it's like actually like got a really weird sound to it that's like, I don't know, kind of juxtaposes to what like is actually going on in the game.
Oh, so the dun 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 dun, where it's just like the fucking 80s keyboard synth bass.
Just something boring, you know what I'm saying? I'm saying that game is so fucking weird. I want to hear some weird music with it. That's all I'm saying. Like, I just think they need to go wild with it.
That's why I've enjoyed listening to stuff I've been listening to lately called like Clacy Jones, Klasty. It's fun to like just chill and clean to, especially like around the house.
Man, that's so weird. I never thought about that. Like, why is it that, like, PS2 had so much cool effects with, like, bosses using, like, liquid metal and shit like that? Or, like, liquid metal bosses, and they just don't do that anymore. Like, dude, this shit looks so tight for a PS2 game. I'll give them that. Like, all reflective and shit.
Experimenting with new tech, and then going from what games had then, and then now everybody... Then there was just that era of games that all needed to be hyper-realistic. I think that's what did it in, was all the hyper-realism and fucking COD.
Dude, that liquid metal effect is fucking cool, dude. I think seeing something like this updated today would look really dope. Weird. Yeah, that calcification effect with the fucking, it like fucking exploding into like fucking liquid bubble, like metal bubbles. That shit's crazy looking. Shit looks tight.
It's like the weird morphing triumvirate boss in the end of Shattered Soldier.
Yeah, it's, give or take something like that. Yeah, I mean, dude, like, I mean, R-Type, like, even, like, the first boss in Finals, like, this, like, liquid metal, like, fucking wall parasite thing. And, like, it can, like, even, like, create, like, ships made of liquid metal from its own body and send it at you.
Damn it! They're here, too!
Or, like, Gradius 4, where they have, like, literally, like, a throwback to the planet, like, the place where you, like the field of stars, they just replaced it with, like, basically, like, mercury and, like, dragons and shit made of, like, liquid mercury. They'll, like, fucking, like, they'll come out of, like, the puddles of, like, liquid metal and shit. It is pretty cool.
They sealed off the entrance to the village and are trying to hold them off, but with these weapons...
Let's take these guys out first.
Because I've hardly done any melee combat as 9S. I've just been hacking fucking everything in the game.
What's that?
So playing as 9S, I've hardly done any like melee battling. I've just been hacking everything.
Well, I mean, you can melee battle, but you get most of your damage through hacking. Your damage output is significantly bigger with hacking, but I don't know. I'm kind of glad, like, once 9S was done, to be honest with you, dude. I kind of got sick of playing them.
Yeah, it gets kind of boring after a while, keep doing the same fucking thing over and over again.
Well, it's just like he doesn't have the combat variety that fucking. I mean, I don't actually know. I'd
You
argue
can't
that he
switch
probably
between
might
weapons,
even.
but
Yeah, like I don't know,
you can
hacking
hack and
minigame for him to have to like fucking. I don't know. It's like I know hacking isn't forced on you, but you kind of want to do it because that's the only way you're going to even be able to put out damage on some things.
yeah.
Like I don't know. Like you kind of are forced to use them. But, oh yeah, the RX fucking Albatross. Oh yeah, I forgot they did affect wildlife in this game. I totally forgot, like, they fucking infested fish and shit.
Fuck. Fuck. Bitch. Fucking bitch. Shit. Keep playing like an idiot.
Don't do that.
I'm just clearly not paying enough attention to what's going on around me is the issue. I'm just like, oh, I played this minigame over and over again. I got it.
Really? You're gonna use sexy fucking dynamite on this level? Weird.
You saved us! Oh, thank you so much!
What happened here?
The machines on the network all went berserk at the same moment. I think the unit presiding over them may have gone mad.
It's Eve. It's gotta be.
If we
Oh
destroy
god,
this
the
presiding
infamous
unit, will it
fucking
stop the
battle
rest?
stage
Most
level,
likely,
dude.
yes.
The
Todd, I
slowdown
need
on
you
this
to
level
locate
is
Eve's
fucking
current position.
atrocious, man.
Location has
This
been
level's like
detected and
17
placed
minutes
on map.
because of the fucking
We'll take care of
slowdown
Eve.
being so
You just worry
cripplingly
about
bad
keeping
at
the village
points.
safe, okay?
No time to go fight Eve.
Do be careful.
I'm just gonna focus everything on defense. And towards defense.
What is this?
Looks like he's bombarding the area with forced connections. I think all these transmissions are making the machines go haywire. We have to find Eve and destroy him.
On it.
Now what?
Ah. And here you are. I know you two feel the same. That this world is utterly meaningless. As far as I'm concerned, my brother was everything. And now, everything must die! Why did you kill my brother? I...
Massive energy signature detected.
What is it?
The energy seems to be coming from a large number of linked machine life forms.
He's absorbing the life force of whatever's left.
Damn it! We'll never get anywhere like... Try hacking into Eve and shutting him down. Back me up, 2B!
On it.
God, man, this series is fucking dark, dude. It's like you just have to watch like humanity basically get fucking wrecked, dude. Like, this shit feels hopeless, for real. Like, you're basically fighting a losing battle.
Brother, brother. Why? I needed nothing else.
What is this?
Alert. Disruption detected in Yorha Unit 9S's self-consciousness data. Corruption potential critical. Evacuation recommended.
Can't. Not when I'm this far in.
My brother was everything to me. My life was contained in our moments.
Alert. Corruption confirmed in Yorha Unit 9S's self-consciousness data. Immediate evacuation and treatment recommended.
Just a little more. If I can remove Eve's object control function.
This is cool.
Listen to me, Adam. I never disliked fighting, but I didn't want you to be hurt. And I especially didn't want to lose you. So let's go somewhere quiet. Together, my brother.
Alert.
Oh, cool.
NSCS
Giant
destroyed.
serpent with a dick head.
Close-range combat no longer operable.
Nothing matters anymore! It's all because of you!
He sticks a fucking sword through his head.
I don't even know what I'm looking at anymore, man. It's like I'm fucking placental, fucking stomach acid and shit. It's just like, what in the fuck is even happening, dog?
Like, well, we got
Shit's
these,
gross.
we got these biology books. Let's take these. We're doing biomech. Let's get just right into biology. Not just fusing tech with flesh.
9S!
I really screwed up. when Eve detached from the network.
No.
It's
Part of
okay.
me feels like
I can always reload my backup
part of me
data
feels
from the
like
bunker.
R-Type is a
But
story
you'll
about
lose you,
involving
the
a
you
time
that
loop.
exists at this
Like
very
like
moment.
humanity
Guess so.
created the
But
fucking
we can't
Fido
upload this corrupted
kind of
data to
thing.
the bunker.
Like
So
inadvertently kept fighting them and then
Linus.
created like something that more or less kills them. Like basically they create their own future and then that future comes back to the past to
please
try to
do.
kill them kind of thing.
I want you to do this for me.
Because the thing is, you actually, the force pod that you use in those games, like the thing that sits in front or behind your ship, that's actually a Fido. So, if I'd assume, it's like, yeah, if you're using them as a weapon, I'm guaranteed, like, that's how they get created. Fucking weird, man.
It's right, 2B, cry over him.
What?
2B's crying over 2S's empty body right now. Or 9S's. Just be Eve.
It always ends like this. There's still some alive. Goddamned machines! Is this a message? The data transmissions, they're resonating with each other.
Wait a second, 2B.
Who are...
It looks like I left my personal data in the machine side of things. Next thing I knew, my sense of self was regenerated over the surrounding network. Having multiple selves fused together like this is a pretty valuable experience, so I wanted to record it. But I couldn't access any storage areas yet. So I just multiplexed it over the memories of some nearby enemies, so that when I returned to my own body,
Linus. I'm glad you're okay.
Yeah.
And so, the final battle with Adam and Eve came to an end. This battle will likely have a great effect on the outcome of the war. 2B and I, our battle will continue for some time to come. But that's another story, for another day.
Yeah, I didn't even see Emil outside of running into him in the Forest Kingdom in this game. From the desert area, I mean. No, it was the Forest Kingdom. And they had a ton of different companies work on this game.
Yeah.
Or not work on it, but, you know, I'm guessing contracted for it.
Yeah. I mean, still working on it.
Worked on it, yeah.
Recovering designated items.
Hey, 2B. I was waiting for you. I needed to give you this. Say, 2B. No, never mind. Just be careful.
Planning preparations complete. Confirm equipment delivered to quarters.
Remember your pain. The pain of having your homeland stolen. We will never give up our struggle. We will take back the seas, the skies, the land. We will take back our world from the scourge of the machines. We will not fail in this mission. Here and now, we will put an end to this goddamn war. Glory to mankind. Glory to mankind.
Oh yeah, when this weird Japanese nigga decided, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and just put my nightmare in a video game and make it a level. Oh, cool! Look, little pill, little big ass pill bottles with fucking babies inside of them and brains in some of them. Dun, 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 dun.